All right, well, we are here at the Great Northern Squashfest under the beautiful northern sky of Wisconsin with the Driftless Revelers. You guys played a set this evening. How do you think it went? Did you have a good time? The crowd was dancing, the kids were doodling?
I thought it went well.
I had a lot of fun, too.
That's a great question. Here's a better question. Whose boat is this? Because this is a gorgeous boat. I noticed the Shorelander trailer immediately. That's a high-quality trailer. That back left tire looks a little soft. And I'm pretty sure that's an aluminum hull. It's a gorgeous boat. That's really what I want to ask you about. Do you know who owns that boat?
You know, I don't know who owns this boat. It looks like whoever owns it hasn't registered it since 2010.
Well, that's because, let's just face it, man. DNR is just trying to shake us down. That's just a quality watercraft. You should be able to have that out on any lake at any given time that you want. Look, I don't want to get political, but I feel pretty strongly about this. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
You'd like to go on record as saying...
I think I've been clear that I'm done talking. Thank you.
You guys have a new record out. Would you like to talk about that at all? American Folk Standards. A selection of new folk standards in the American tradition.
That is correct. The new album is called American Folk Standards. It's a portmanteau of American and folk, but instead of saying folk, we say fork. And standards, because once people actually listen to this album, they'll realize that every single track on it is a masterpiece and will live in the hearts and minds of America for all time.
There's influences like Big Bill Spoonsy, Burl Knives, Patsy Tynes.
Yes, yeah, of course.
Susan Saran Wrap was one of them.
Runner-up, yeah, she was close.
But yeah, there's a lot of zaniness on that album. And it was very fun.
We're very proud of the record, but I once again just want to draw attention to this magnificent boat. I mean, look, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, the cut of that hull, it's got the nice kind of square windshield on it. It's got a good cut. Is that? I think that's a. Okay, there's no motor on it, but it was clearly used. There's a mounting post back there for tubing and what I would assume would be water skiing. Do people still water ski?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Pyramids.
Yep, pyramid
All right.
water skiing.
But yeah, this we haven't. There's no music on the record about the boat here yet. We can't go back, and unfortunately, but we will probably be writing some new material about boats soon.
But a boat with a grill on it.
What's that?
A boat with a grill on it would be very nice.
On a related note, my grandfather was fishing on a lake once with a grill on his boat, and unfortunately, he took a turn too hard. He lost his grill. We've been searching for that grill for 70 years in that lake. It has never come up. To the grill.
Do you guys ever try to find artistic inspiration in stories of loss, like that, stories of pain?
Story of hunger, too. Oh, that's all I got.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Do you ever take artistic inspiration from stories of loss, stories of pain, stories of hunger, stories of grill going to the bottom of a Northwoods lake?
Well, I think it's fair to say that most of the influence in this band is suffering, and we've been through a lot as a band, just in the 3 years that we've been touring, but as individuals prior to that, I mean, it's really, we feel that we've suffered unduly in a very cruel and torturous world. Ben himself here is a former teenage prostitute, Yeah. And of course, Jared had a great stint as an exotic dancer until a tragic, highly acrobatic act went awry. Briefly paralyzed him just from the waist down to his knees, which is really strange because his lower legs weren't fine. Yeah, it was quite strange. He could walk, but he would drag his torso behind him, and his thighs were completely numb. It's easy to laugh a little bit about it, but I mean,
I've learned to be able to.
what we're trying to say is that suffering is very much a part of the band. I myself had a what they refer to as a crushed pelvis. My pelvis bone has gone very weak and soft over the years, and I sat down really hard on a wooden bench, and it did shatter. Yeah, gelatinously almost. Really, it really became quite loose down there. Let's just say things shifted around. I mean, that's why I'm wearing this. A little embarrassed about where things ended up, but thanks to the modern medicine that I received at the Mayo Clinic Extension in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, my pelvis is supporting some things, but it's a little confusing down there. Mm-hmm. And yeah, and I mean, these guys have seen it. We do sleep together as a band on the road a lot of times, and and they got used to things being located in one position. But we're more importantly suffering. Yes, a lot of suffering. Ben,
I would agree with that. Yes.
Jared, I think you probably suffered the most.
Speaking of this boat, I think it's the same type of boat that my grandfather had when he was trolling around the lake. He had the grill right up top, right there.
This must be bringing back a lot of tough memories for you. I'm sorry.
I still can't turn left to this day.
Going off of what you just said, when you guys sleep in the same bed on tour, is it more of a Three Stooges side-by-side thing, or is it like a foot-to-head thing?
It's 3 abreast.
Yeah.
Yep. 3 abreast.
Now, Jared, this one's for you. What are your thoughts on reclining lawn chairs?
Personally, I don't believe in them. They don't exist.
My God. Do you believe a flat earth exists?
I think Ben can field this question.
Sometimes in Iowa, it seems like it. Am I right?
I think, in fact, you are right.
You guys did make a lot of pronouncements in your set at the Great Northern Squash Fest tonight about flat earths, cults. Is there anything quasi-religious about the Driftless Revelers? Is there anything under the surface we need to know about?
Jesus does shave, as far as I know. Besides that. What was in your closet again?
I'm going to let Jared handle this.
Back to Jared.
The closet is filled with a lot of crosses in the shape of pentagrams.
So not a cross.
They started off as crosses. And then we had pentagrams that we turned into crosses. Due to a ayahuasca trip that we took a couple years ago, we also have an abundance of squares in our closet. We tried to expand to trapezoids, but we found that we were too enamored with the trapezoids, so they were not able to stay in the closet. So we had to relocate those to the living room. But so in our closet, we have crosses turned to pentagrams, pentagrams turned to crosses, and an abundance of squares. Thank you.
My God.
I'd like to add to that. There are a few other shapes as well. I think there were some triangles. There were some triangles, yeah, some shapes.
It's good to know that you guys do not differentiate between shapes. It's all one big polygon.
We're very progressive in that sense. We have a open policy on both geometry and shapes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. We're gonna be okay.
Huh. Still talking about shapes.
What's your favorite shape?
I like parallelograms and rhombuses.
Oh yeah, go on. Let's hear some more on this.
Ben, what is your favorite shape?
Probably the rhombus.
Hmm.
Because it's trapezoid adjacent, and it's two triangles put together.
In high school, I was in marching band, and we did rotating rhombuses on the football field, which is very exciting, and was quite thrilling to see the rhombus rotate, and then rotate back into itself. It crossed the 2 points, would cross a lot of times right in the center, and then would.
When it became a line segment.
It was a line before it rhombused out. Yeah.
There's one shape that we've been on the lookout for. It's been mythologized for a long time. We like to think of it as our white whale. We've only ever seen it in coming into this interview today. It is the boat shape. And we have found an amazing specimen of boat shape.
Kind of a hybrid trapezoid.
Yeah. Its glory is unmatched. Thank you.
I suppose it just really leaves one question. What is next for the Driftless Revelers?
I'm going to take a bite of my sandwich.
We're going to make another fun album, and we're going to have pancakes in the morning, I believe. Wyatt is going to make us all pancakes. We'll help him.
I really see us as a band eventually moving into a political party, and with enough concentration and violent usurpation.
The party?
Yeah, it's yeah.
The third party.
The place to be.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if we should go into this. I mean, we do have a plan. We're taking things over. We have an agenda. I'll stop short of saying a manifesto, but just keep an eye out. Things are happening. We do have paperwork. We have nonprofit status attained, which is where the money comes in. We've been working with a cat rehab facility. Cats that are loose, cats that are, don't fit the confines of established norms.
I'd like to tell they are talking about the Driftless Revelers Home for Wayward Kitties.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's the Driftless Revelers Home for Wayward Kitties. It's a nonprofit we start. Anyways, the cats play a big role in our machinations, and people say you can't train cats. I just want to be very clear. They can be trained. They're just anarchists, and you have to meet them where they're at. And they're really about deconstructing society, and eventually we will accept them as our new overlords. Ben, you good?
Thank you.
Jared, what is in your sandwich?
Wyatt with the tongue.
The key to any good sandwich is the only thing that I put into my sandwich, and that is love.
My God.
I think that's a lovely note to leave this on.
I feel like we really just skimmed the surface.
I think we covered a lot of good ground.
I think we did.
Yeah. We covered sandwiches,
Let's do this
boats, cats.
When will you have us back?
The beach side.
How deep is a hole?
As far as you dig it.
As far as you're willing to dig it, my friend.
Could we end on a solo? We've been working on some things.
Do you mind? We've been working on this piece.
It's gonna be on our new album.
New album. This next piece that we're going to play is going to be on our new album. It's still yet untitled, but just give us a moment while we oil up these plungers and work it out.
That mic over here?
I think that's a good slide whistle.
That's a quality whistle right there.
As you can see, he got the best slide whistle of the bunch.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That whistle slides.
The one. Yeah, the
E
one.
minor?
Yeah, E minor.
E minor?
Yeah, the one we're doing in like 7/8. Right? Oh, yeah. That one, okay.
The tone roll.
Yeah. Let's do retrograde.
Okay.
I'll let you guys kick it off.
Yeah,
I'll let you guys
retrograde
kick it
too.
off.
The Driftless Revelers, ladies and gentlemen.
We're getting there. It's getting
Awesome.
close.
It's a work in progress.
And it's working.
So
Cool.
we should go with like one song to talk about from your whole set. Just
Oh, you want us to?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You want something actually usable?
oh, you're like oh, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be
What, were we
It's gonna
not
be,
serious enough for
you
you?
know we turn the word
You're not gonna take all that and
challenge
just go
into
live with it?
Yeah. That's what I thought.
opportunity.
I figured it was all good. One take, done.
All right. So one song off the last album.
Are we just talking
Off
about
your
it?
set, off your set tonight.
Hate mail.
Just,
Hate mail. Hate mail.
Hate
Hate
mail.
mail. Hate mail.
Hey, Mel.
We did talk about the grill.
Talk about the grill.
The grill.
Yeah, so I think hate mail.
That'd be good, yeah.
That's,
That'd be good.
this will get him talking more than probably anything else. So should we have Andy ask him the question? Or?
On top of the tower.
Sure, go ahead.
We could all, let's just go around and say what our favorite song was to play.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good
Maybe you develop one of our songs instead.
Ask them what their favorite song was.
Yeah, there you
What was your guys' favorite song of the set that you played tonight?
That's rough.
It's a really hard decision. I'm very obsessed with all of both Ben and Jared's songs. They're very, very good. I was excited to play a few of my original tunes tonight, but I felt that I performed them poorly, and I would like to pretend that they didn't happen. I would say that my favorite song tonight To be completely honest, Jared, I just want to tell you I love this. It's a toss-up. I mean, Sugar Feet was one of my favorite tunes. This is, of course, Ben Nelson's Gem, about a man made out of gingerbread and confectionery glaze. It's a great song. But My Grill really just moves me in a very spiritual level. And I think because both of them are about food, they hit in that, that spot. Because I'm hungry. I'm a little high, and, I've got the munchies, and I'm both, thank you, I'll dig into that ham sandwich. It's a savory and sweet thing, which is kind of what I'm dealing with here, is that, the Hawaiian sweet roll on that ham sandwich would have probably taken me to where I needed to be. Because, the Sugar Feet with My Grill. That's really where I'm at. I'd say it's a toss-up between those two. I just love you guys. And I love your sandwich making, Jared. They're quality sandwiches. Because you know what the main ingredient is.
Love.
That's right. Ben.
I'll tell you, I really enjoyed playing Hate Mail. I love the song Hate Mail because we get a lot of it. And it's true. But My Grill, My Pony, no, we didn't play that song tonight. We played My Grill and Starting a Cult. It was all fun to try to get everyone to drink the Kool-Aid that we're trying to make.
Can I ask you? I just wanted a quick follow-up question about hate mail.
Yes.
We've received some gems over the years,
Yes.
and I would like to ask you: are there any quotes? I mean, there's a few that come to my mind, but I don't really want to. I don't want to pollute the ones that have meant the most to you. I mean, we really love hate mail. Which camera? What am I? Is it this? Is it over here? Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Yes, I'm waiting for your question.
Oh, sorry, I just stopped for a second. Yeah. So, hate mail. What is the favorite piece of hate mail that you've received? I have my choices, but I want to hear what you have.
I can't recall any of the hate mail. I love hate mail, but I really love love letters. And we've gotten like 2 or 3. But the one that I got, it said, "Have a good summer." And that was one of the sweetest things anyone's ever written to me. So
Oh, it seems kind of menacing, but Jared?
I think it might have been hate mail. That was a love letter.
I received a letter in the mail after we had started playing the song that Ben Nelson had written called Hate Mail. I received a letter, and it was telling us that our album name doesn't make literary sense.
Hateful.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt us. It hurt me very much, and I remember showing it to you fellas. You were aroused by it? Yeah, we do love hate mail.
We tell ourselves we love it. It's true.
Would you guys like to address reports that workers in the Driftless Revelers mailroom are considering striking due to overwhelming workloads on top of the amount of hate mail that they receive?
We can neither confirm nor deny any activity of unionization at the mailroom level.
No comment.
Great question. Thanks. I would like to mention that my favorite song of the evening was the 15-minute breath of silence that we took on stage while Matt had to change his E string. It was refreshing after such a long, arduous first song. And I
When do you want it?
Are you asking for something? You want some?
When do you want it?
I would like to add to that the 3.5 hours that I was here at Squash Festival before Jared Kaczynski arrived was my most enjoyable part of the evening. Just wanted to say that. Yeah. Oh, wait. Ben, your thoughts?
That's why I have to sit in the middle of these two. They never stop bickering.
I'm sorry, what? Chris? Huh? I'm going to talk to him when that's it.
the 3.5 hours that Matt Sales was here at Squashfest when I was not here was also my most enjoyable 3.5 hours. Thank you.
Someone take a hit after that thing.
Smells like
The carb is on the left side.
Give me a slide.
Melted blast.
Jared, did you have a favorite song? I mean, other than the silence and the brooding, abject hatred that we have in our hearts for each other. I know. I think it's time we finally just kind of cut loose. Here, please.
My favorite song was Meat Raffle Mambo. Unfortunately, was written by you, and I can't stand that fact. But by golly, is it a good song?
At least I hate you immensely for writing my grill, but it moves me, and I hate you more for making me love that song as much as I do, and making me love you as much as I do, as much as I hate you. That song made me like you, and it's painful. It's painful for both Ben and I. Ben doesn't like to talk about it, but
No, that's scary, man.
yeah, he hates you too. But only because you wrote that song. That was a nod. If anybody's just listening to this and not watching it.
I love that song so much that it has made me love you. Can our songs get married? We should play them back to back.
I just got one more question for the Driftless Revelers.
I'm sorry, we're working through our relationship right now.
We're in something.
Yeah, we're making progress.
This is your floor. Well, we're just gonna open it up to your therapy session.
Jared, I think you and I should take off in that boat and maybe write some songs. That's what I think.
How about we take the grill? No left turns. We'll grill some chorizo. Make it spicy and hot. I will like that very much.
We can take a question now.
Do you guys prefer wax worms or earthworms?
I don't understand the question, and I won't answer.
Ditto, Jared.
I'd like to say we accept all worms. We're a very progressive band. As far as bait goes, suckers, shiners, fatheads, worms, mealworms, earthworms, octopi. I can't really think of anything else I throw in the water at this point. Chum,
Jellyfish.
jellyfish. Jellyfish, that's a little sad. Yeah. We accept all types of bait. If whatever's biting, we're going to put it in their mouth. We're going to serve it into their mouth. We're going to make those fish want that badly. Yeah,
They already do.
they do. They do. They crave it. That's why it's bait. Ben?
No comment.
Is this going on too long?
Thank you.
We'll do this all night.
Sourdough or rye?
Really?
That one's a Ben.
Wow.
Now we've opened a can of worms.
Ben?
Rye or pumpernickel? That would probably be one of those two. You can only catch me off guard.
Look, I didn't realize we were dealing with matters of race tonight. I'm very uncomfortable with the premise of that question. I don't see color in my bread, and I just want to be very clear about that. Thank you.
We prefer multi-grain.
Exactly.
Whole grains.
That's right. Or maybe a marbled rye. I mean,
Why not both?
Exactly. Thank you. Why not both? Why not all of the bread? Can I ask you a question?
He was going to ask you, how many bowls of cereal can you eat?
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to ask. And let's be more specific. Captain Crunch.
Well, in one sitting, at least two. At least two. At least two. Possibly a third. But I don't feel like making my mouth bleed all day, so 2 is usually my limit for Captain Crunch.
Do you find that Captain Crunch leaves the roof of your mouth a little bit raw? Do you enjoy that? Because I find it part of the experience.
It is part of the experience. That's all part of the experience. That's what makes Captain Crunch so great. It stays crunchy even in milk. Peanut butter or crunch berries?
I'm going to take this one if you don't mind.
Please.
As my flannel would indicate, and as is the theme of the color scheme of this band, I gotta say peanut butter.
I'm gonna be the director now. Let's go to the wrapping it up portion and do the actual. So like you can say like so.
So, this is
What's his name again?
what's his name again?
Okay, now let's get the
Matt,
names of everybody.
someone or another,
And the Driftless guys.
and the Driftless guys,
Maybe you guys
and
could,
maybe
like,
you guys could like,
do the round
you know,
robin
like
on
do the
yourselves.
round robin on yourselves,
Introduce ourselves?
Yeah.
introduce
and
ourselves,
say
yeah,
What you do in the band.
and say what you do in the band,
how you fuck things up.
how you fuck
or
things
whatever.
up, and whatever,
And how Matt cosplays as a
and how Matt cosplays this as a Reese's
let's,
cup wrapper. So let's
Let's take it from
let's
here. You have an interviewer. So here we are with the Driftless Revelers kind of thing. So why don't
Just quick,
why don't
5 second.
we all introduce ourselves, starting with however you want to say it.
So once again, we are here with the Driftless Revelers. Let's kind of go around and maybe introduce ourselves and what we play, starting on the end down here.
I'd like to say it's great to be here. I really appreciate all the time that that people give us to really think long and hard about these tough questions. It's I'd like to thank you for asking these questions. These questions mean a lot to me. Sorry, what was the question again?
Who are you and why are you here?
Right. Well, I mean, if I could take a moment here, I'd like to give a big shout out to my grandparents, of course, my great grandparents, and my great great grandparents, and then of the great 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 grandparents. I mean, really, I could just go really far back. The reason I'm here is because a series of people had sex over what I would like to assume is thousands of years, and due to their having sex. I'm here, and I'm proud of being here. I also have sex. I have yet to procreate. I don't know if I have intentions to procreate, but I do like sex. I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Who are you?
Right. So we've covered how I got here, which was thousands of years of people having sex, which ultimately resulted in me. So, yeah. How I choose to identify is what you're asking. Is that's very...
Which sounds should we choose to address you?
mouth noises. Yes. I go by... but that's what I like to be called. but I was named by these people that had sex for thousands of years, and my parents, that were the kind of the end result. That's the branch in the tree that resulted in me. It would be Barney Sycamore. Thank you.
I call him You in the Bushes. My name is Ben and Pat Chelms, and I like playing banjo and guitar and bass. It's a lot of fun with these two fellas.
I have to be honest, I forgot my name.
Would you like to be Barney Sycamore as well?
Barney Sycamore sounds like a very nice name to have. I wish I could be named that. But I was just watching Feeding Leroy, and there's a fellow on stage named Big Country, so I think I'm going to call myself Country. And as for your question earlier about how religious we are, I really value the feats of Moses. So I think I'm going to name myself Country Moses. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. This has been an exclusive interview with the Driftless Revelers. I'm Wyatt Thompson. This is Andy Simser. Good night.
You've been listening to KTWH.
Oh, we have these little pieces of business.
Dude,
See that?
I forgot my name,
Right.
Trying not to laugh.
Try my best not to crack. I cracked once.
I cracked too many times, you guys. I'm sorry. Some of those are too funny.
Ben, since you are the most serious one, would you like to read this?
No, I'm not gonna do that. Actually, yes.
Please, Ben, do it.
Yeah,
I'll hold the mic.
Would you like to hold it?
Yes. Thank you for listening to Two Harbors Community Radio. Ooh, that's a lot of letters. KTWH-LP 99.5 FM. Two Harbors, Minnesota. Streaming online, ktwh.org. Thank you.